Hey guys, welcome to AllTechAllDay. Let's talk about Gamers Nexus and Linus Tech Tips. Now, these are two of the biggest names in the tech news industry right now. And let me start off with saying I've been a fan and a follower of Linus for over a decade at this point. And Gamers Nexus is still relatively new to me, but from what I've seen from Steve, he's incredibly accurate, incredibly professional, and he's maintained a level of accuracy and professionality that I haven't seen in a very long time in a lot of channels. With that being said, in this situation, I'm going to start off by saying I will not be unfollowing either channel. I am still subscribed to both LTT and Gamers Nexus as well as all of their subsidiary channels, and I still do follow both of them on Instagram and other socials, and I will not be unfollowing them. The reality is these are tech news channels. And granted, they used to do things differently. Now Linus is kind of overlapping with what Gamers Nexus does, but it's always good to have multiple points of view and points of perspective. I understand that Linus has had his mistakes and has lost some credibility. And in addition, his response to the situation has not been the most professional and has been a little bit more deflective than I've seen him take in the past for situations like this. But on the other hand, Steve has he's stepped up and he's been more professional recently, but it does feel like he's been a lot more quick to respond and probably a little bit more emotional than he intended to be, which led to him losing a little bit of his credibility in these situations. Now, at the end of the day, they're tech news, they're news in general, right? And I'm going to continue to watch them because I think they're both incredibly credible sources. I think they both have their flaws. And personally, I think both of them have done more good for the tech news industry and tech as a whole and getting it to people than anyone else I've seen. So at the end of the day, if you're subscribed to both channels, don't pick a side, please. Just continue to watch them, continue to be objective about what their experiences are and their choices and the research they're doing, and just try to ignore this until it goes away. You got to think of it like a rap beef. Kendrick and Drake, there are people who are still fans of both sides. But at the end of the day, it's what you like and what you enjoy. You can pick any tech channels and you chose them too. Why would you sacrifice one of them because they decided to have a little bit of a spat?